How are ya? Come on in here. If you're not on here on TikTok with us, come find us. Look for the Black Women in Grant TikTok channel. Join us. I don't know why when I'm talking to y'all, I be sitting right by the road where traffic is the loudest. But here we are. Welcome, Black Women in Grants, to another Grant Prep Academy, or GPA. Excited you are here. Hello, Renee. How are you? Hey, Holly Diva, or Holy Diva. Y'all come on in. I'm having breakfast in the car again. Figured I would have it with you. Good morning. Welcome to Grant Prep Academy, or GPA. I'm sitting here enjoying a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit from Mrs. Winters. I don't know if y'all got that where you are, but it was a childhood staple in my hood. So I felt like getting up early this morning to go get me a biscuit. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Y'all say hey when you come in. Let me know you can hear me, even though I'm sitting parked right in a parking lot by the side of the road, outside of this cute little coffee spot. So I may go grab a cup of coffee. I know I know both owners, but the one that's the barista, I might have to go say hello in a minute. Good morning. So tell me, are you Black women, for-profit small business owners seeking grants for your business? Are you one of the Black women, for-profit small business owners that saw this live and was like, let me click it and be nosy because I could really use a grant for my business? Let me know in the chat. I really appreciate that their biscuits are soft. I had one from McDonald's yesterday that like to choke me up. Good morning, good morning. So are you guys business owners? Talk to me in the chat. Let me know. Put a me in the chat if you are a Black woman, for-profit small business owner. Anyone here seeking grants for their Black woman, for-profit small business? Black woman owned. Good morning, Janine. Welcome, y'all. Hey, Stephanie. So this is for Black women, for-profit small business owners. So let me know if that's you. Put me in the chat. Let me know. Hey, T. Lee and Rayana. Is that right? Got it. So tell me about y'all's businesses. What is your business? The one you could use a grant for? What business do you have, or will you start soon? Let me know. What is your business? Put it in the chat. Any Black women, for-profit small business owners here? This live is for you. But you gotta talk to me though. I can't read through the phone unless y'all say something. So who here could use the grant for your business? Put me in the chat. Hello, Vitality. How are you? Elizabeth is here. Y'all talk to me in the chat. Tell me about your business. That's one of the number one questions on a small business application. They're going to say, describe your business. So take a minute. Those of you who put, I'm here, you said hello, you told me you're black, you're a woman, you're a for-profit small business owner. Describe your business in the comments really quick. Let me see who's going to win this. The first one to get it wins. The first one to comment describing their business is the winner. Good morning, Queen Up. All right, nobody's won so far. So the question on the table is, what is your business? You know that business that you want to win a grant for? And the first one to put what their business is in the chat wins the business. So this is for black women for-profit small business owners. So tell me about your black woman-owned for-profit small business in the chat. And the first one to do it wins. Okay, so is anyone here looking for a grant? Good morning, Comatose. Welcome back. So Queena, Court, J Boss, My Dukes, Vitality, Elizabeth, we're all talking about your business. But ain't nobody putting their black woman owned for-profit small business. So I'm assuming y'all must be multitasking or something. Okay, Mandu says I'm an event planner, entrepreneur. Elizabeth runs a school where she supports or sponsors some children. Queena has a fitness business where she help. I'm assuming that was going to be women over 40 get back in shape. And Vitality is multitasking. Okay. So has anyone looked for a grant recently for their business? Have you ever did a quick grant search on Google, or maybe you've applied for a grant? Let me know. So just put yes or no. Got it. What happened, my Dukes? What was your experience? Did you get it? Will you be trying again? Let me know. Queena has not. Elizabeth has not. You got denied. Okay. Anybody else have experience applying for grants? Would y'all like help with finding grants to apply to? Let me know. Y'all didn't know y'all was coming to have a conversation, right? Good morning. Anybody want the T on grants? Just put T in the chat or put a T emoji. Let me see. Let me see who's paying attention. Queena says she wants the T. Queena look like it's just me and you, girl. Everybody else, I don't know what y'all doing. Anyway. Let me find me some glasses, make sure I can see properly. So here's the tea. Grants are considered free money by a lot of people. They are granted, gifted, and given unto you and your business. They can be used for you to start up a business, They can be used for you to grow a business. They can be used for you to start a special project within a business. They can be used to do good in your hood as well. All of that could be combined into one small business grant application when you apply. So when you apply, there are frequently asked questions like, what is your business? I've been asking that for 5 whole, 10 whole, 15, 20 whole minutes. And maybe 2 people told me what their business was. You got to be prepared to answer that question on a small business grant application often. It's one of the most frequently asked questions. What is your business? And then they're going to ask this frequently asked question. So y'all put this in the chat. What could you use a grant for? What do you need a grant for? What do you need funding for? We call that proposed use of funds. They're going to be like, how will you take this money and use it in your business? So y'all put that in the chat really quick. This is the tea. Good morning. Komoto says she would use her funds for a special needs daycare. Who else knows what they would use their grants for? My dude says advertising and marketing. Okay. Komoto says training. Anybody else know what they would use their grant funds for? Elizabeth says to grow the business. How would you grow your business? Let me know more details. Queenie says I would like to open a studio to offer classes and more. I love it. This biscuit is really good. Okay. So we're opening studios. We're offering classes. We're either taking trainings or offering trainings, advertising, marketing. We're growing our business. We're starting our business. How much do you need to do these things in your business? How much would you like your grant funds to be for? How much do you need to be on a grant check when you win your grant? When you win your grant. $200K, $75K. That's it. $100K. She said anything. Girl, they need a number to put on the check. What's your number? Okay. So y'all told me what you do in your business. You've told me what you could use a grant for. Now you're telling me how much you would like to win a grant for. How much you want your grant check to be for. Now tell me, are you in the startup phase of your business? Like, did you just get started? Will you get it started soon? Have you been started your business? What phase of your business are you in? Put started if you've already started, or start up if you haven't quite started yet. You're not really out there yet, but you do plan to be soon. Trying to get started, then started, just mobile, and started. Okay. What questions do you have about grants right now as it relates to you and your business and where you currently are in your business? Whether you started, whether you are startup, you know you want to continue to do what you do in your business or get it going really well. You know you want a grant to help you do it. You know how much in grant funding you want to win. What question do you have about that process, getting you there? How do I even start? Where can I get grants? What language to use in writing proposal narratives? So let's start with that one. G. Rogers, I know you mentioned you have a nonprofit. That's nonprofit language. We don't write proposals in the for-profit world. So I just realized I didn't introduce myself. Hey, y'all. Put new in the chat if you're here for the first time. Welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I've won over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities as a Black woman, for-profit small business owner. So we help Black women, for-profit small business owners find and apply for grants with confidence. And our for-profit process is completely different than nonprofits. We have a lot less paperwork. So we apply, we submit applications. We submit video essays if they ask. And so there is a language that goes with the submissions. Hey, newbies, welcome. And so, yes, there are certain keywords and SEO and certain languages that you want to use in your grant applications and on your essays, even starting with how you describe what you do in your business. So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to talk to me about your business and what you do and what you need grants for and how much you need and what stage or phase you're in, startup or started. Because all of that languaging is important when it comes to finding a grant, applying for a grant, standing out and getting selected to win. It's a skill. And so it's not just about finding a grant to apply for, it's about having a grant application strategy. Meaning, you know what words to say, you know how to tell your story, you know how to write a really good essay or tell a really good business pitch on video. And so I teach you those strategies. We have a mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. You can come learn with us for a full year for only $97 under the scholarship fund that we have available. A couple of y'all can get that opportunity today if you're one of the first over at blackwomeningrants.com to come join us. Regular price is $997, but grants allow us to sponsor a few people to get some education and knowledge about this grant space so that you can start applying on a larger scale. So who here has grants as a part of their financial strategy for this year and beyond? Or at least you want to get started with that process as far as, let me see where to start, where to look, how to apply, what to say. And those are the people that I want to help today. All right, I see you, Love Balloon. I'm gonna leave that alone. Love. I see you, Dr. Rashida. Okay. So, I want to take a minute and open up the live and bring someone on, whether you're on audio or video, to come chat with me about your business. Tell me where you are in your grant fund finding journey. And let me ask you some questions. You ask me some questions, and then I can point you in the right direction of some resources. We can talk about how to get started, where to get started, what to say on the application, etc. Do I have any volunteers? Either put me in the chat or a hand raise emoji, or you can just send me a connection, what do you call it? send a request to join the live, and I'm happy to have you on it. Now, let me tell you who this is a good fit for. So you have already told me you're a black woman with a for-profit small business owner, right? Put me in the chat if that's you. You are a black woman, for-profit small business owner. Put me in the chat if that's you. By the way, this is a race. I don't know if y'all know that. So trying to see who's going to be first. Okay, I think Cassie won that one. Okay, now, as a black woman, for-profit small business owner, are you seeking grants? Put me in the chat if that's you. Let me see who's going to win this round. I couldn't tell if it was Cassie or my Duke, so it's a tie. Okay. You're a black woman, for-profit small business owner seeking grants, and you're based in the United States. Let me see who will be the first to put me in the chat for that one. Got it. I can't tell who won. It came in too fast. Okay. You're a black woman, for-profit small business owner seeking grants. You're based in the United States. Are you over the age of 18? Put 18 in the chat. Let's see who will be first. That way I can determine who won off of that keyword. Love got that one. Okay. So you're black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're a small business owner, you're based in the United States, you're seeking grants, and you're over the age of 18. Do you own at least 51% of your business? Put 51 in the chat if that's you. Let's see who's first. And my Dukes for the win. My Dukes, would you like to come join me on the TikTok live and let's chat about your business? Okay, you're very shy. So I do see that we had an invitation request from Spo. How do you pronounce? Oh, it disappeared. Okay, so if you want to come up and chat, Spo, if you're still here and you want to chat, we can, as long as you meet the qualifications we just went through, so you can resend your invitation. Or your request, whatever you call it. And so I am taking volunteers to come up, chat, get some coaching around grants and your business and finding grants and what to say on the application. And you can ask me questions if you have them about the grant application process. So either just send a request to come join us or raise your hand in the chat and I can bring you up. And it's no pressure. You don't have to be on camera. You can be on audio only if you would like. Or we can just keep going with the Q&A. So y'all let me know what you want to do. Okay, so let's vote. Y'all want to keep doing Q&A? Or does someone want to volunteer to get on the call? So do Q&A or do volunteer. Let me know. Of course, my Duke says Q&A because she's shy. Okay. So my Dukes wins. My Dukes, what is one question that you have? Since you're the only one that answers the question. What question you got about grants or grant-funded opportunities? Let me know. So, y'all said Q&A. Give me a Q to A. What is your question about grants? What they are? Someone did ask earlier where to find them. So, you can do a quick search online to find grants. Just put in small business grants or small business grants for black women. That's a great place to start. What is the reason you would get denied for a grant? Who was that said they applied for a grant and got denied? You could get denied for a lot of reasons. I put a list of 10 reasons in the book over at blackwomeningrants.com. It's called Finding Funding. I wrote a book just for y'all, and you can only get it on the website blackwomeningrants.com. It's only $27 today. I'm so excited. Okay, so go grab that, because I may not be able to remember all of the things on the list, but let me give you what's top of mind for me, my dudes. First, the application that you submitted, did you ask for feedback on that application? I had this conversation with somebody yesterday. I don't think it was you, though. Was it? But anytime you're denied, you can ask the grant to give you feedback on the application about why they denied you and how to make your application stronger for the next time. Because sometimes it's not that you were quote unquote denied, it's just that you didn't win that round. And so they may send the invitation for you to reapply. Like Ashley Rankin, who is one of our grant winners in our business mentorship for grantees over at blackwomeningrants.com. She applied for a grant last year. I think it was for like $5,000. And while she didn't win that round, they invited her to, well, first they said, hey, we got you basically at the top of the stack for the upcoming round. So that's an invitation to either reapply or they'll keep your application on file. So that's option one. Option two is you can reach out and ask them for feedback about why they specifically did not select your application to win this round, and ask them how you can make your application better for next time. So I give you guys a full script of what to say when you're quote unquote rejected. You can take that rejection and turn it into a lesson learned so that you can make your application stronger for next time and stronger for the next grant that you're going to go out and apply to. Whether you're applying for that same grant or a new one, now you have this feedback, this expertise from the check writer as to how to make your grant better. So I did that for a grant back in January of this year. And they gave me feedback on my application, like, here's what we would like to see from you next time. They wanted more of what I was saying. I didn't tell them enough. So they like, keep talking, tell us more. So now I know how to make my application stronger for next time. Another thing to do, because you're asking, what are some reasons you get denied? You want to make sure that you're doing what we call read, research, and review. You're reading the fine print. That page where it's highlighted in blue on a website and they're like, click here for the official rules. Click here for the terms and conditions. Click here for the privacy policy. You need to click there to read, because what they're doing is giving you insider secrets to how they want you to play their game. That's why we call it the grant game. That's why we have the grant game mentorship, to teach you how to play when you start applying. So in these terms and conditions, the fine print, the official rules, we have what's known as the regulations and restrictions. They're going to tell you who's eligible, who's not. You want to make sure your business does not fall into the please don't apply for this grant category, because that's automatic denial. That's automatic disqualification. You want to answer what questions they're telling you need to be answered. Some women, and I've seen this happen, you get the application form, you see the questions, but you decide to go another way. You want to, if they say 750 characters, you give 1,000, you're instantly not following the rules and you're disqualified. That's what happens in a game when you don't follow the rules. They kick you out. So you've disqualified your whole application and all that work you've put in. So make sure you're answering the questions they have on the application, and they'll tell you in the rules, in the restrictions, in the regulations, they'll say, they'll consider it an incomplete application when you don't follow the rules. If you skip a question, if you don't answer the question, if you go over the amount of words or characters, and characters are your letters, your spaces, your symbols. If you go anywhere outside of those lines, you're not completing the application in full. And they literally say an incomplete application immediate disqualification. So these are just a few reasons that you can get knocked out of the game from the beginning. Forget the rest of the application. If they say describe your business and you want to just give them a website, out of the game. We said describe it. Tell us how you're going to use the grant, and you just saying, oh, stuff. Disqualification. You didn't tell us nothing. You putting supplies, you putting inventory. While that's fine, tell me that you need 13 bottles, 15 caps, to make lotion for your new beauty line. Like, be that specific. So the number one way to get denied from a grant is not reading the rules of the grant before you dive into the application. So for those of you who are like, just give me a list of grants and let me go, just tell me where to find the money and I got it from here. No, you don't. Especially if you never applied for a grant before. And even if you have, if you did not win that grant, there's something that you were missing, and I bet you I can tell you what it was. I have mastered this skill, got it down to a science. Can glance at an application and be like, here's where you can make better improvements to have your grant application stand out for selection. So hopefully this is helping, my Dukes, to give you some insight on, before you even dive in to applying for these opportunities, here's where you start. That was a rule I learned in college. I remember coming into one of my science classes on campus, and the teacher handed out these sheets of paper, and I just immediately started filling out the paper. And my friends next to me, they weren't doing the work. So I look around the room, I'm like, why am I the only one filling out the paper? Come to find out, I skipped the instructions. I just dove in, started the activity. And if I would have read the top, she had specific instructions for testing to see if we read. I read the activity, but I didn't read the instructions. Therefore, I was disqualified. The instructions said all she wanted us to do was put our name on that paper and turn it in. So it was a test of, are you even paying attention to the rules of the game before you dive in? So that was one mistake I never made again. I always take the paper of whatever I'm filling out. I'm going to read it before I start. I'm going to read it before I sign it, so that I know what I'm agreeing to. I know what I'm getting into. So that's something that can help you with a grant application as well. Take your time to read the rules, research, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But also review the application process. What questions are they asking? Are they asking you for a video? Are they asking you for documents like your taxes? Some of them may ask for a business plan. Some of them may ask for articles of incorporation. Some of them may ask for your tax identification number. Like, all of this matters, and you want to be prepared going into it, because a grant application can take you hours to fill out. And so the more prepared you are, you can help cut down on that application time frame. And as a result, you'll be able to apply for more grants at the same time. So hopefully this is helping and making sense and having aha moments for you guys. If you got more questions, go ahead and ask them. A part of the grant application process as well is researching the grant, making sure that it's a legit opportunity. Meaning, the number one way you can tell if a grant is granting, if you will, granting funds, go to their website. See what the current year was when they awarded their last grant. Did they skip a year? Is this real old information? Check to make sure it's the current year that you're applying for. Look for the grant application winners. Who won the grant the last time? Go do research on that winner to see if they talked about their experience winning the grant or how they use their funds. Check the website for what the grant says about the grant winner, why they gave them the funds, and how you can see how the grant tells their grant winner story and get inspired for the next time. But do your research. I would put the name of the grant in Google and put the word scam behind it. Somebody is going to tell the truth. If it's a scam, it'll pop up. So those are some ways to make sure that you're on track and you don't instantly disqualify yourself or instantly get quote unquote or denied or rejected. You want to make sure you're following the rules, you're doing your research, you're reading and reviewing the terms and conditions, the applications, and the expectations of the grant. Jean said, I applied to 2 grants when I was cosmetology school. I'm still waiting, but I have faith. Yes, that's the number one mindset tip, to believe that you can win. There's no point in applying for a grant you ain't even sure you can win. You're like, let me just see. But if you go in with faith, like, you know what, there is a possibility that I can win this funding, I'm going to just step out on faith and go for it. Why not? Because you have 1,000% chance of not winning a grant that you don't apply to. Y'all feel me? Put got it if you got it. What other questions can I answer for you guys? Hopefully this is helping. Hello, Kelly. How are you? Welcome back. God got it and you got it. He said you got faith without works is dead. So yeah, you believing, but you also applying. Literally applying your faith and applying to that grant. So it's going to take all of that. So he got it if you believe. And believing and showing signs of faith is filling out those grants and doing what they're asking you to do. And even if you don't win the first round, reapply that faith and reapply to that grant. Apply to more grants. Keep extending your faith, because yeah, you're going to need it to make it through the application, but also to keep winning, because it is a process and you have to take it serious. So over at blackwomenandgrants.com, I've laid out my 25 secrets that I've discovered along the way of winning millions of dollars in grants and grant funded opportunities. And I break down what I've seen that you really need to make sure you're paying attention to on this fund finding journey. You gotta keep applying. That's what matters. G. Rogers, you keep throwing out these non-profit terms, but I'm gonna bring you back to for-profit language. We don't show data. That's for non-profits, ma'am. You can throw some statistics of 40, like for me, we talk about how 40% of businesses that closed during COVID will never reopen. We talk about how 70% of black women small business owners never make beyond $25,000 in their business. We talk about how black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs. That's the quote unquote data / statistics that you can put in an application, but they don't ask for data and graphs and research that you have to do on the nonprofit level. So come back to for-profit, get educated on this side, because it's a completely different side and it's so beautiful over here. My Duke says that's what been doing, still applying. Yes. So when you apply to multiple grants, we call that grant stacking. So for example, Ashley Rankin, sometimes she joins us here on the live when she can pop in for a minute. She has officially applied to $500,000 in grants over the last 90 days. She submitted over 80 applications. She's won a total of $29,000 in cash grants. She's also won some scholarships to go through some business training and development programs. And so that's what happens when you sit and focus, apply, and stack the grants. It's called grant stacking. When you start winning like Ashley, like in the last 30 days or so, within a 30-day time frame, she has won the last $24,000 back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And so she won $10,000 from the L'Oreal Inclusive Beauty Grant in July or June. She turned around and won another $5,000 grant. And then someone in her network said, I see you applying for and winning these grants. I want to match it with another $5,000 out of my pocket. Can y'all imagine money just falling? We call that grant hacking, because now you've hacked the system, you've stacked your grants, and now all the winnings are coming in at once. People are seeing the winning. You're announcing it. You're getting celebrated. And now they want to jump on the bandwagon and support you, which we welcome, right? So where you start, if you want to know where to start, check out blackwomenandgrants.com. Come start with us in the mentorship Learning the difference, number one, between a nonprofit and a for-profit grant, completely different application processes. The for-profit, which is what we specialize in, is so easy when it comes to just filling out the application, just submitting a video essay, just submitting the documents they ask you for. Hit submit and see if your application was the strongest one. May the best man win. So we're equipping you to be the best man, to stand out, and to get selected for these opportunities. In the mentorship, there is an interview with our most recent grant winner. She won $100,710 for her Black woman for-profit small business, using the tips that I teach y'all about how to tell your story on these applications. So it's bigger than just submitting an application. It's like, no, be dramatic, paint the picture, babes, give them what they want. And I teach you how to do that at a $50,000 level. A $50,000 grant that's currently available for Black women taught me through their rules, restrictions, and regulations, aka the terms and conditions I told y'all to read. They taught me how to tell my story. They're like, here's what we want to hear when you tell us why we should give you this money. And so I did a 3-part series for you guys, put it in the program. It's called How to Tell a Compelling Story That Wins Grants, okay? And so when Raven, our 6-figure grant winner, applied those tips, she won 6 figures in funding. So she doubled what she could have won. She got more money awarded to her than any of the grant people that applied with her. So it's a lot of fun to apply for these opportunities. If you really want your hand held, head over to blackwomeningrants.com, claim one of the scholarships that are available that let you come join us for a full year for only $97. blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. My book is also there. It's called Finding Funding. And it's all about how to find and secure these debt-free, non-traditional fundings like grants and grant-funded opportunities like scholarships and competitions and giveaways and sponsorships and bursaries and partnerships. The list goes on and on and on. And I tell you, all the ones that I've won. We also have partnerships with other programs that you can go get into for free to get help building out your business, filling in parts of your business plan. And all of that is over at blackwomeningrants.com. If you want to just get the book is only $27 today. It's so exciting because Deanna Joy, she has read the book 3 times. She has now officially won $76,000 in grants. And she's a semifinalist for a $1 million grant as we speak. So it's really, really exciting. Good morning, Timeline. How are you? What other questions can I answer for you guys before I go? The sun is about to start sunning, so I'm finna get up out of here. But let me know what your questions are before we go. Any aha moments? Is this helping you? Did you learn something new? Let me know. If you're in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com and you got a question about anything inside of the program, let me know. Now is the perfect time to do that. What was your number one takeaway today? The first person to answer wins. Number one takeaway. Let me see who will be the first one to answer. Never get up. Never give up. Keep applying. That for-profit does not, it doesn't require data as far as what nonprofits require with all the graphs and appendix and proposals and a whole team to fill it out. Child, it's a whole nother process. Yep, change your mindset. For profit. Tell your compelling story. Yes. I love it. Who is joining us over at blackwomeningrants.com, either getting your copy of the $27 ebook. By the way, the ebook comes with a downloadable app that'll read the book to you. It also comes with the interviews of our last 2 grant winners. Ashley Rankin, who's won $29,000. She just won a $10,000 grant from L'Oreal Cosmetics to help her start her new skincare line. And Deanna Joy, the $1 Million semifinalist, her interview is included with the book. All of this is over at blackwomeningrants.com. So if you're getting your copy, it's only $27. Head over there. And or you can join us in the mentorship. The book is included in the mentorship along with so many other bonuses. Videos, audios that give insight to how to find and win these grant opportunities. The book is for you if you just want to be nosy, get your toe wet. The mentorship is if you're ready to dive into the deep end and let's learn this stuff, start winning these funding opportunities, and have a skill that you can repeat from grant to grant to grant. Oh, it's over $1 million in funding that's on our list of grants that come with the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. All right, ladies. Thank you guys for hanging out. Those of you who are joining the mentorship, it's over at blackwomeningrants.com. www.blackwomeningrants.com. blackwomeningrants.com. That is the website to join us for a year for only $97. Get some mentorship or get your copy of the Finding Funding ebook. Either way, you can't go wrong. We would love to have you there. I'll see y'all soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.